Good afternoon, ma'am. Our assigned topic for today is Harris versus United States of 1968, a plain view doctrine. Next. So, ang overview namin, ma'am, is about sa Harris versus United States is a landmark at United States of Supreme Court. Decided siya noong May 6, 1968. This case involves the Fourth Amendment protections against unreasonable searches and seizures. It helps the establish of the plain view doctrine. Next. So, sa may concise explanation naman po, ma'am, of this case started when Harris was arrested as a suspect in a robbery case. After his arrest, the police legally impound his vehicle. Habang sinisecure ng mga police officer ang sasakyan, napansin nila ang isang automobile registration card ng robbery victim na kitang-kita sa loob ng kotse. Dahil nasa plain view doctrine na yung registration card ay legal na nasasakyan at nakita ito ng officer, kinuha niya ito kahit walang search and warrant. Harris argued that the seizure violated his constitutional rights, which is yung unreasonable searches and seizures ng kanyang gamit. However, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the seizure was lawful because fell under the plain view doctrine. This doctrine allows police officer to seize evidence without a warrant if they are lawfully present or in plain view. The evidence is immediately visible and its connection to crime is immediately apparent. So Harris was convicted of robbery. He was sentenced to serve 2 to 7 years in prison, decided in March 5, 1968. In short, the main issue of this case is not whether Harris committed a robbery, but whether the police legally seized the evidence without a search warrant. Next. So, dito naman tayo sa key terms. Una is yung Fourth Amendment. So, ano nga ba yung Fourth Amendment? Yung Fourth Amendment ay isang bahagi ng isang US Constitution na nagproprotekta sa mga tao laban sa unreasonable o legal search and seizure. Ibig sabihin, hindi basta-basta pwedeng humalughog ang mga police officer o kumuha ng ebidensya yung mga police ng walang legal na batayan. Next naman is yung search warrant. Yung search warrant naman is yung utos mula sa korte na nagbibigay ng legal na pahintulot sa mga police na pwedeng maghanap ng ebidensya sa isang particular na lugar. Then, third naman is yung plain view doctrine. Yung kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, yung plain view doctrine ay isang exception sa search warrant requirement. Ibig sabihin, kung legal na naroon ng police officer at may nakita siyang ebidensya, nakitang-kita sa plain view, maaari niya itong kunin kahit walang search warrant. Nasa malinaw na may kaugnayan ito sa isang krimen. Then, lastly naman is yung search and seizure. Ang search ay paghahanap ng mga pulis ng ebidensya, habang ang seizure naman ay mga legal na pagkuha ng ebidensya. Next, reporter.
So, ang next natin is yung assessment of the incident. So, first is yung suspect. So, yung suspect is si Cecil Harris. Inarrest siya because of robbery. After that is, after niya ma-arrest, na-lawfully impound ang kanyang sasakyan bilang evidence, and also, na-question yung pagkuha niya ng registration card, and dito is na parang nalabag yung kanyang Fourth Amendment rights. Next is yung victim. Hindi binanggit ng Supreme Court ang name ng victim sa kanilang decision. Ang isang sa pinaka-important dito is yung registration card ng victim na nakita sa loob ng vehicle ni Harris. Because of that is isa ito sa naging piece of evidence na ginagamit laban sa kanya. Next is yung witness natin. So yung main witness natin is yung mga police officer na nag-arrest kay Harris at saka yung nag-handle ng impound vehicle. Habang ginagawa yung kanilang official duty is nakita ng victim ang registration card inside ng sakyan na naging important evidence na laban kay Harris. So next natin is yung law enforcement. Maayos at naging legal ang naging action ng mga police officer. They impounded the vehicle and make sure na secure and safe yung evidence. The vehicle closing window and doors dahil umulan. Then nakita ng officer ang registration card na nasa plain view. Since legal ang presence niya at sa area siya, hindi niya ito actively hinanap. Tapos yung the court is valid at admissible yung registration card as evidence. So next is issue. Yung main issue natin sa case na to is kung legal ba yung pagkuha ng police sa registration card na kahit walang search warrant. Based kasi kay Harris, this violate his Fourth Amendment rights against unreasonable search and seizure. So next natin is yung ruling. The US Supreme Court ruled na legal ang pagkuha ng registration card according to the court. May authority ang police officer na buksan ang pinto ng sasakyan para i-secure ito at dahil nasa police custody na ang vehicle, pagbukas ng pinto is nakita agad ang registration sa plain view. Kaya no need ng search warrant. Because of this, tinanggap ng court ang registration card bilang evidence. So next natin is yung significance of the case. So yung significance of the case, ito is isa sa nagpatibay sa plain view doctrine, which is state na may rights kunin ng police ang evidence kung ito ay kitang-kita na legal siyang nasa lugar. Next is, ipinakita rin ng case na to na hindi kailangan ng search warrant kung ang evidence ay hindi naman actively hinahanap at nakalagay at nakita lamang habang ginagawa ang kanilang official duty. So next is, pinatunayan din ng decision na may rights magkaroon ng balance between an individual constitutional rights and proper law enforcement as long as sumusunod ang police sa legal process. So next reporter.
Dumako naman tayo sa possible shortcomings. Bullet number 1. Although the court ruled in favor of the police, the following could have intensified the legal dispute. Bagamat daw pumanig ang Supreme Court sa police officers, may mga sitwasyon na maaaring iba ang naging desisyon ng korte. Bullet number 2. If officers had entered the vehicle unlawfully. Ibig sabihin, kung illegal ang pagpasok ng mga pulis sa sasakyan, hindi maging ibalid ang anumang ebidensyang makukuha nila. Bullet number 3. If the evidence had been hidden instead of being in plain view. Kung ang evidence ay nakatago at kailangan pa nilang maghalongkat para makuha ito. Hindi na ito sakop ng plain view doctrine dahil nagkaroon na ng additional search. And bullet number 4. If police had searched closed containers without a warrant. Kung nagbukas daw sila ng mga closed containers o compartments ng walang warrant, maaari na itong maituring na unreasonable search. Bullet number 5. If officers exceed the scope of their lawful duties. At kung lumampas ang police officers sa limitasyon ng kanilang authority habang ginagawa ang kanilang duties, maaari ring maging inadmissible ang ebidensya sa korte sa ilalim ng exclusionary rule. Kaya ipinapakita ng kasong ito na may limitasyon pa rin ang kapangyarihan ng mga police officers at kailangan pa rin nilang sumunod sa batas. Next. Next best. Conclusion. Bullet number 1. Harris v. United States remains one of the most important search and seizure cases. Sabi dito, wait lang. Sabi is one of the most important cases tungkol sa search and seizure. This case is strengthened the plain view doctrine, which means that kapag ang police officers is legally present in a place and nakita niya ang evidence in plain view, pwede niya itong i-seize without getting another search warrant. However, hindi ibig sabihin nito na unlimited ang authority ng law enforcement. They still need to respect constitutional rights of every individual and make sure that every search and seizure is done legally. This case reminds us that law enforcement should always balance effective crime prevention with the protection of people's constitutional rights. Yun lang. Thanks.